warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Navita Azhara Ramadina. My last ID number is 137 from class PIA 2023, majoring in Science Education, Faculty Mathematics and Science. On this occasion, I will explain the result of the poster I made before regarding philosophical views on implication for the curriculum and underdetermination in philosophy of science. The first is a poster about the philosophical views of education implemented in the Curriculum Merdeka. I use Indonesian language on this poster because the Curriculum Merdeka applies in Indonesia and this poster intended for all Indonesian citizens, so I think it will be better to use Bahasa Indonesia. The slogan in this poster is Merdeka Berpikir, Merdeka Berkreasi, Merdeka Berkarya. Bersama kurikulum Merdeka, pendidikan Indonesia selangkah lebih maju untuk menghasilkan generasi bangsa yang cerdas, berkarakter, dan siap menghadapi tantangan masa depan. In English, together with the independent curriculum, Indonesian education is one step closer to producing generation of people who are intelligent, have a character, and are ready to face the challenge of the future. The Merdeka curriculum, as a student-centered curriculum, opens up space for the application of various philosophical views in this learning. The philosophical views are idealism, realism, pragmatism or experimentalism, existentialism, postmodernism, humanism, existentialism, perennialism, behaviorism, and constructivism. The philosophical views focus on conceptual understanding. The teacher focus on teaching abstract concepts such as gravity, electromagnetism, and evolution, rather than simply memorizing facts. They use a variety of teaching methods to help students understand these concepts, such as discussion. Class discussion can encourage students to think critically, analytically, and reflectively about various issues and ideas. The second is realism. Realism focuses on conveying accurate and objective scientific facts and evidence. The teacher can use a variety of methods to help students understand these facts, such as demonstration, experiment, and observations. For example, observation. Observation using a microscope observe microorganisms. Students are encouraged to develop critical and analytical thinking skills. The third is pragmatism or experimentalism. The philosophical views of pragmatism in education, especially in science learning, emphasize the usefulness and result of the teaching and learning process. For pragmatists, the value of knowledge or theory is measured by its ability to solve problems and provide benefits in real life. Students are involved in projects and experiments that are relevant to real life to apply the science knowledge and skills they learn. For example, a project to make a water filter or a miniature volcanic eruption. Okay, the next is existentialism. The philosophical view of existentialism encourages students to engage in self-reflection to help them understand themselves, learn to be responsible for their own learning, and develop their own understanding of the world. An example is presentation. Students can convey opinion and result from their understanding of the material they have studied previously. Next is postmodernism. Postmodernism recognizes that there is no single truth in science. Scientific knowledge is always developing and changing as new discoveries and different interpretations emerge. The example is teacher can use a variety of learning resources to help students understand science topic from various perspectives. This can include textbooks, scientific articles, videos, websites, and interviews with scientists. Next is humanism. Humanism encourages students to learn through direct experience and interaction with the real world. Teacher can invite students to visit science museum or zoo to help them learn about science concepts directly. This experience will help students to understand and appreciate the world around them, as well as develop curiosity and creativity. Next is perennialism. The Merdeka curriculum does not explicitly apply the philosophical views of perennialism. However, some values and principles of perennialism can still be found in this curriculum with a more flexible and student-centered implementation method. For example, the teacher links the concept of cause and effects in science with the importance of responsibility and honesty. When studying scientific methods, students are encouraged to always record data correctly and objectively and report research results honestly. Next is behaviorism. Behaviorism emphasizes change in student behavior as a result of the learning process. Teacher can provide direct stimulus so that students can receive learning well, for example, using interesting learning media. Learning media that can be used in science learning include picture, videos, simulation, and models. This media can help students to better understand abstract and complex science concepts. And the last is constructivism. Constructivism emphasizes active learning. Teacher can encourage students to be actively involved in the learning process and take responsibility for their own learning. Learning methods used in science learning must be student-centered, such as cooperation learning, project-based learning, and inquiry learning. These methods allow students to be actively involved in the learning process and build their own knowledge. The Merdeka curriculum provides flexibility for teachers to choose and implement a learning approach that is in accordance with the philosophy they adhere to, as long as this approach can help students achieve learning goals. The Merdeka curriculum is indeed the latest innovation in the world of Indonesian education. Of course, it has several shortcomings that need to be corrected in order to achieve its goal optimally. Disadvantage such as readiness in implementation is still minimal, both in terms of infrastructure, human resource, and teacher and student readiness. Teachers are not fully ready to implement the curriculum Merdeka. This is due to a lack of comprehensive training and outreach to teachers. Not all schools have adequate facilities and infrastructure to support the implementation of the independent curriculum or Merdeka curriculum, such as laboratory, internet access, and supporting books, and several others. I hope that as time goes by, Indonesian education will be even better and the curriculum aimed at will also be clear so that human resource in Indonesia are not inferior to other countries. Okay, maybe that's all I can present here. Sorry if there are still many errors in pronunciation or material. Thanks for the attention. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye guys.